Hey Ratebeer viewers, welcome back to the spare room for another spare room beer review. It's been a long time since I've been in here for a beer review. Yeah, resurrecting it for a very cool, very hyped beer. I'm gonna just get right into it. I have Stigbergets Gbg Beer Week. Yeah, so I don't know if you know that I'll give a, ooh, let's take a look at that label again. Ooh, pretty, huh? I'll give a, while I'm pouring it, I'm going to give a kind of abbreviated, so this is a brewery out of Gothenburg, Sweden, and they really just blew up a few months ago for making what a lot of people are calling, like, I don't know, the East Coast IPA, the best IPA in Europe. A lot of people have said that this is the best IPA in Europe, that, you know, they're one of the first European breweries to get that crazy juice bomb East Coast IPA, like Trillium type IPA. Yeah, this is the result of, they made this for the Gothenburg Beer Week. And as far as I know, this is actually going to be one of the last batches. Yeah, they're only going to brew this up until December, which December is Tuesday. So this could be, I think this is the last batch. It's super fresh. I had a friend of mine bring it from Sweden, and take a look at that. Look how friggin' hazy that is. Look at it. It looks like some kind of a juice. Like, it looks like a malty juice, you know? It's just ridiculously hazy. It's outrageously hazy. It's just filthy hazy. Oh, yeah. I mean, what can you say? It looks like dirty yellow water, but I can already smell the hops in the air. Is there any information on here? Blah 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 blah. No. As far as I know, they haven't given out any information on what hops or anything are in this beer. And it just says malt and wheat on the side. So yeah, I'm just gonna smell it. Oh, it smells ridiculous. It's got that, and I have had this before. I had it on tap. Where on tap, I think it might have been, this bottle's probably a few weeks old, and on tap, I think I had it like less than a week old, and it was almost too fresh on tap. Like the nose was almost too green. It's just pure hop pellets. This I can actually pull out. There's some like pineapple fruit juice that really does smell kind of like a malty juice, but it's got some pine to it, which is nice. But yeah, just a ton of like citrusy pineapple type stuff with a kind of resinous background. The smell is really intense. Like it's a, if you've ever made an IPA and really like dry hop the crap out of it. This is that kind of really intense, fresh first pour type smell. Yeah. Such an intense hop flavor. It's actually kind of difficult to describe. Again, I'm going to have to go back to like home brewing. That it's, I've made beers that are just really intensely hopped, like I've just used a ton of hops, and I know that this beer has been hopped almost to death, especially with dry hops. It's just it's almost too intense to describe. It's like pure hop pellets, like chewing on hop pellets. But it's juicy. There's a lot more resin in the flavor, which I noticed on this. This is actually slightly mellowed. The one I had on tap was just crazy. It just tasted thick because it felt like there was so much hops in it. This is mellowed just a slight amount. and kind of just, it's a great beer. It's actually got a really decent bitterness, which I found that a lot of these New England ones that people have been making have been less bitter, which I actually like it like that, but I know that some people find them kind of, I don't know, too dry or just they don't have any balance to them. They're just over the top. This does have a really nice balance, I'll give it that. It's got a balancing bitterness to go along with the crazy amount of hops in it. More pineapple, little hint of peach, but lots more resin in the flavor. It's almost bordering on dank. I'm gonna go with there's a lot of mosaic in this, because it's got that kind of shape-shifting flavor of kind of tropical to dank to tropical and back and forth. Light-ish body, but not super light. Like, it's not incredibly dry, but it's also not thick like some of those that have been boosted with lactose or a crazy amount of adjuncts. It's a really nice beer. Does it live up to the hype? Somebody was talking to me about that it's a great beer. I don't know if it lives up to the hype. I'm probably a little more positive than that. I think that it is. It's probably one of the best IPAs I've had here in Europe. I think that it's very close to some of those crazy IPAs out of the US, like your Heady Toppers, your Pliny's, your Trilliums, stuff like that. I'd guess that this is probably the closest I've ever tasted from a European brewery. And for that, I think it's worth the hype. It's just a really nice beer, though. Is it the second coming of IPAs? I don't know. I don't know if I believe in that. I never know what to expect from those kind of beers. Like, they should change my life. But this is a great beer. I had to have it in a bottle for the review. But when it was on tap at the local bar, I think I drank like 4 pints of it. Just kept going back to it because it's just a crazy nice beer. Very intense. If you're a hophead, this is kind of something you really need to try if you can still try it. It's just crazy intense. It's a crazy intense beer. Stigbergets Gbg Beer Week 2016. Get it if you can. I think that they might brew it one last time before the end of December. And it's been coming out in all the beer shops here in Europe. It's been in Sweden, Stigbergets. That's where this one came from. Just get a hold of it if you're a hop nerd or if you're a European beer nerd like me. Just yeah, get it. And if you can't, well, you're missing out.